Hi, this is Amy Bacon, and I'm here with this week's reading. This is for today, Monday, December 29th, 2014. I gotta add that. Through this coming Sunday, January 4th, 2015. It's New Year's, and we're concluding another year and welcoming in a fresh new year. And this means fresh starts for you and new perspectives to allow all those, I'm going to get all my adjectives out here, energizing, creative, abundant, loving, expansive, prosperous. All these, and find your own adjectives, prosperous situations and people that you want to allow into your life experience now. So use this week to align your personal energy into who you authentically wish to be now. This is about aligning to your soul path, getting on that main highway of your blueprint of your life. Let's create it now. When you're authentically aligned with the things that you chose to come into this lifetime and achieve, things feel good. Things flow for you. You're connecting with your passions. You're connecting with the people that you had agreements with to come together in this lifetime to create things. So use this week. Use this week to align your personal energy into who you authentically wish to be now. And I love the word now. Please set aside a little bit of time this week to mindfully reset your alignment to how you wish your life to be. You can do this alone, or you can do this with those you wish to share your journey. And you do not have to do this on the stroke of midnight on Wednesday. It can be done any time this week. So please honor yourself and your soul path by doing your own little New Year's ceremony. And I'm going to give you sort of my formula for the ceremony that I do with my groups here. So you're going to need a quiet spot. You're going to need some dedicated time. It doesn't have to be a whole lot of time, even 30 minutes will suffice. But honor yourself by carving out a little bit of special time. If you want to also do this with a significant other or with a small group of people who are very meaningful to you in your journey in this lifetime, invite them. Create a ceremony for this. Honor yourself and your soul path. So, include in any candles, any music, any other objects that inspire you. And really the only two things you need to have 2 pieces of paper and a pen. And I want you to take these 2 sheets of paper across the top of the first sheet of paper, write, "It is my intention to now release these things that no longer serve me." And across the top of the second sheet of paper, write, "It is my intention to allow these things into my life now." Then spend a minute grounding and breathing and centering yourself. Settle into your heart center. Breathe into your heart center. And then start listing on your first sheet of paper all of the events, the habits, the patterns, the core beliefs, the people, the situations, etc., etc. All the things that are no longer serving you in your life. List anything and everything that is blocking you or hindering you. These are the things that you are ready to let go of. These are the things that you recognize are no longer serving you in your life. And it's okay to allow these things to fall away. When you allow these things to fall away, what you're doing is creating space in your life. You're creating space for the wonderful things that are more aligned with you and more enriching for you to come in. So list everything on that piece of paper. If you need to word things in more than one way, go ahead and do it. But just make this a really deep cleaning of your life energetically. Let's get rid of these things. It is your intention to allow these things to fall away from you because they're not serving you. Go ahead and put them on this piece of paper so you can release them. Now, when you're done with that, you are ready to pull out your second piece of paper. And again, just spend a minute grounding and breathing and centering into your heart center and taking a deep breath from that heart center. You are now going to list on the second piece of paper in positive now phrases all that you would like to create in your life. This is money, this is health, this is love, this is a better job, this is more creative outreach. Whatever it is that you wish to bring into your life in every category that you can think of, list it on this paper. And you're going to want to use phrases like, it is my intention to now allow complete and total financial abundance into my life. Or, thank you for vital, wonderful health. Or, it is my intention to now allow myself to align with that job that thrills and honors me in every way. Use your own words, but this is an idea of the energy that you want to put into these phrases. You want positive now phrases. You want to say thank you for anything it is that you wish to create, because you've already got it. This is aligning you with allowing it to show up in your life. And cover every category that you can think of. And if there are things that you need to rephrase and rewrite, go ahead and do that. Put everything you can into this piece of paper of how you want 2015 to look for you. And as you're writing these things, allow yourself to really feel the emotion, that deep, wonderful emotion of how all of these wonderful, authentically you things will feel. And please only list what you want, not what you feel others expect of you. This is only about pleasing yourself and creating your wonderful life that honors you and your soul path. And also, we hear this a lot of times with New Year's. Please don't give yourself a list of resolutions. That very word implies defeat. These are not resolutions. These are intentions. These are things that you want to create. These are your desires and your dreams that you're now ready to allow to manifest in your life. So these are attributes that are going to thrill you and enrich your life. So stick to that list of all the things that you authentically are excited about creating and allowing for yourself. And then the next step of this is you need to release this to the universe. And there's several ways that you can do that. Both lists need to be released. You can make a photocopy of them if you want to keep them to track your progress. But your original list needs to be given to God, given to your counsel, given to your spirit guides, given to the universe, to allow it to manifest in your life. And there are a couple of ways to do this. The most usual one that I use is burning it. If you have a fireplace or an outdoor place that you can burn things, or even a metal bowl, please don't do anything that you don't feel safe with, but burning these lists is very, very effective. First, you want to burn your first piece of paper, all the things that you were releasing. Just release that. And the second, you want to burn the piece of paper of all the things that you're ready now to bring in. And as that smoke rises, it goes to the universe to allow those things and the synchronicity to happen and the guidance to come to you to allow those things to be created in your life now. If you live near a body of water that has a current, like a river or the ocean or the sea, you can tear those lists up into little pieces. And again, the first sheet of paper first, just tossing it in the water and allowing the current to carry it away. This is another beautiful, energetic way of releasing this to the universe to remove those things that no longer serve you and to allow the things that you wish to bring in to come in for you. So either a body of flowing water or burning them is the quickest and most effective way. So whatever suits you, go ahead and make that part of your ceremony. Make it fun. Make this lighthearted. This is what you're wishing to create. So, on that note, I have pulled the cards for this week. We're using 2 decks. The first is Doreen Virtue's Archangel Michael Oracle cards. And the second deck is Doreen Virtue's Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. And I've picked our cards for this week. We are again doing 3 rows, 6 cards each, money, success, and well-being for you for this week. So let's lay these out and see what we've got. This is the money row. And I'm just going to do it like that. This is the success row. These darker blue cards are the Archangel Michael cards, and these lighter cards are the Mermaid and Dolphin cards. And this bottom row is our well-being row. I'm sure they're all on the monitor here. Yep. All right, we're going to start with money. So the first 2 cards we have are honor and trust your feelings and make a decision. So in this card, Archangel Michael wants to remind you that you're getting all the intuition that you need. Pay attention to how things feel in your solar plexus, which is the chakra it's also how things feel in your gut. And you've been asking for help and you've been receiving the guidance that you need. And this comes to you in emotional feelings, in dreams, in a deep knowing. I know that on some level you're getting a deep knowing about any decisions that you need to make. Listen to your intuition and go ahead and make that decision. You don't need to procrastinate anymore. If there are things about 2014 that you need to let go, that you need to finish up, go ahead and do that. Clear that energy and allow yourself to move on. This is the money row, so we're talking about money energy here. Honor and trust what you know is the right decision, and go ahead with it. You don't need to procrastinate anymore. And here, this is a card we pull a lot. No matter what deck I seem to be using, I get this Spend More Time Outdoors card. And what that means is that you need to change your perspective. During this time of year, not everybody wants to go outdoors if it's too cold or bitter outside, but you need to connect to nature in some way. This is about getting out of yourself. It's about getting out of your daily routine and allowing yourself to look at different ways of doing things. Even if you listen to nature sounds on a YouTube video that has just something that connects you to nature. It again is about getting out of yourself, getting out of your routine, getting out of that daily grind, and looking for other ways to do things, getting outside of the box. And they're specifically emphasizing self-forgiveness here. Realizing that there's no guilt on either side, but forgiveness works when you forgive yourself first. It's not about allowing someone else to get away with something. It's about understanding that personalities are here to teach us lessons, and people are actually spirit. And these lessons are things that we agreed to expand and allow new things to come into our lives. So get a new perspective, relax a little bit, remember that you're perfect, whole, and complete. And this is going to open up your money energy. This is going to allow more abundance and more prosperity to flow into your life. And I love this last card here for the money roll. Lean on God and the angels for support. So it's going back to the first card of honor and trust your feelings, where they're going to kick it up a notch here and really remind you that you are getting the guidance that you've asked for. You are getting synchronicities. You are getting flow in what it is that you want to create. And if there are things that you still need more information and clarity about, just sit down for a second and share those intentions with your counsel. Share them with God, share them with Buddha, share them with whoever you connect to that you feel helps you align to your divine source. Because this is going to allow you to better recognize this intuition that you're getting. All of these, your intuition is coming. You're perfect, whole, and complete. And that intuition, those are your answers. That's your flow. It's okay. Those ideas that pop into your head, they're not random. They're not silly. They're there for a reason. It's the guidance that you need. And this goes very much back to this make a decision card. So for money this week, realize that you have all the support that you need. Allow that to give you the confidence to allow prosperity and abundance to flow into your life for you. Now moving on to the middle row, this is the success row for you this week. And the first card we have is eternal love with synchronicity. This is a beautiful card. This is like, again, a higher notch of relationship love. This goes to unconditional love. This goes to acknowledging that you are surrounded by love and by people who appreciate you and respect you, and allowing that. If you have people in your life that don't respect you, that don't honor you, allow them to fall away. Use this week to reset that pattern. And don't try and hang on to situations or people that aren't honoring you. And they start falling away, just allow that, because it's okay. It's going to give you the space and the opening for that better situation, for that more wonderful relationship that you would like to bring into your life. And the flow has already started. The synchronicity card is telling me that you're already getting signs. Your prayers are answered. You're getting flow in your life, but you need to notice it. You need to recognize it. You need to say thank you for that and act upon it. You need to take the steps to allow the synchronicity to increase, to flow. When you recognize a beautiful synchronistic event and you take action on it and you say thank you for it, they just give you more and more. If they realize that you're getting it, it completely opens the floodgates of what it is that you want to create. And eternal love here is also, it's about receiving as well as giving. So allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to recognize all the beautiful love situations around you in every category. This is going to very much increase your success this week. So the second two cards for your success row are self-respect and father healing. These are deep emotional bonds. This is emotional work that's going to shift you to allow the success that you desire to come into your life. Self-respect is like self-love. It's going back to this eternal love card right before it. You must love yourself for success in relationships, and success in every category of your life. That confidence, that self-esteem, that recognition that you are so valuable and you are honored, that allows success to flow into your life. Look and examine your core beliefs about yourself, about loving yourself this week when you're preparing those lists. And Father Healing is a very powerful card. Anytime we pull this card, this is telling me, and the guidance that they're giving me is that perhaps you might have some father issues that you need to recognize. Recognizing them is 85% of the journey. This is not about hard work. This is about honoring your father. And whether he's here on earth with you or whether he's passed, this is a man that you chose to be your father. And connecting with the eternal love, we're going back, they keep giving me that, the eternal love of that connection, and what this man really represents for you, and the fact that no matter what, he wants you to be successful. He wants you to be surrounded by love. And if he's passed over, he is most likely a part of your council who is helping with guidance, helping to facilitate you living to your highest potential. So go ahead and talk to him, communicate with him, do any forgiveness healing that you need to do, if there is any that exists. Honor that eternal love of your father, who your father is. Even they're telling me, even if you're adoptive and you've never met this man, you still have a connection to him and he still loves you. So very, very powerful, energetic for your success, self-respect, and father healing. I love it. All right. So moving on with success, we have let go of fear now. I love this word, now. This moment is really all we have. If you're focused on looking in the past, things are uncomfortable and they're not flowing. If you're too focused on looking in the future, you might be suffering from a little bit of anxiety and, anxiousness, because you need to be focused in the now. And this letting go of fear in the now is going to completely ramp up your success, completely allow you to have this new dawn. Perfect card for this week. This is a new beginning. Spend the beginning of this week letting go, honoring everything in your history. It doesn't have to be just 2014. You can go all the way back. Honor that history, because that wisdom, those experiences, they make you the success that you are now and that you are creating in your life now. This also reminds you that if you've been having a difficult time, the worst is behind you now. So please focus on the positives. Focus on what's going right in your life to allow that energy to increase. Don't focus on what you felt you did wrong or some missed opportunity. That shuts energy down, and it's a waste of energy. So this is about creating the life you want, creating your new beginning, creating all those things that you wish to allow into your life now for your success in every way. This let go of fear now is also about letting go of any toxic relationships, toxic environment, toxic situations or events. Let that fall away. Anything that's been causing fear in your life, you don't need that anymore. You're greater than that. And it's time to allow all these goodness, lots of goodness for your success into your life. Now, I want to put that in capital letters. Now, so we're moving on to our well-being row. And here we are. We're back to forgiveness. Forgive yourself. You've gotten this twice. In the money row and now in your well-being. Self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. This again is about toxic things, any anger, any fear, any people or situations that no longer serve you. Look for the lesson and move on. You don't want to keep repeating that. If you need to figure out what the lesson is. Because let's say in relationships you keep allowing people that take advantage of you. There's a lesson in that. Until you understand that pattern of attracting people that are taking advantage of you, you're going to keep attracting the same energy. So it's time to process it, recognize it, and move on. Because you've done nothing wrong. Let yourself receive. This is your well-being row. And we're on the other side of the holidays now. You don't need to keep giving and trying to meet all these expectations. This is about taking a deep breath and allowing some personal time, some personal loving care. However you define that, make some time this week. I love this, without guilt or apologies. Set some time aside for yourself, especially to do those New Year's lists that I described at the beginning of the video. This is going to help you with the self-forgiveness. This is going to help you with your well-being and allowing these things to give you a deep sense of peace of mind in your life, which is going to enhance every aspect of your life. Not only just your well-being, but to me, sort of well-being, it does affect everything. Prayer will help and stay optimistic. So this is about that connection that I've been talking about for a couple of months now, of communicating with your counsel. What are your intentions? What are your wishes? What do you need? Communicate that to all the loving guides that surround you at all times. And get the help you need. Get the guidance. Get the synchronicity. Get the people. Get the events, because they're going to line that up. They're working the puppet strings. And you can pray to anyone you want. It says here, dear God, and Archangel Michael, and anyone else to whom you pray, such as Jesus or Buddha or anyone who is your connection to your divine source. And ask for intervention, ask for answers, ask for guidance on whatever it is that you need to finish with in your life. Getting that understanding and clarity is going to, it's not hard work. It's going to be easy. It's going to help things shift for you. And stay optimistic. This again is about focusing on what's working in your life. Focusing on what you're grateful for, what it is that you are appreciating. These things that you want to create in your life, they're happening. We have the time lag. We live here in this linear time, and there's this hiccup or time lag between when we decide, okay, I'm ready now, this is my intention, this is what I want, and it happening. If you recognize that things are flowing. It's going to happen much more quickly. Don't get bogged down and shut the energy down in the time lag. Just realize things are flowing. Things are lining up. If there's jobs that you need to create or people you want to bring into your life, there's two sides to that. It's not only you getting your ducks in an order, they are getting their energy aligned as well. They are looking for you as much as you are looking for them. So allowing that energy alignment and staying optimistic is the most efficient and quick way to do that. Communicating about what your intentions are and staying optimistic. This keeps the flow going all the time in your direction. I love the last two cards. Guarded and protected and waves of prosperity. So they are reminding you here, everything's working, everything's flowing, everything that you want, that you're setting intentions for, that you're focusing on creating that energy, it's happening. So look out for these exciting new opportunities. Look out for this expansion and this abundance and this prosperity. All those adjectives that I was listing in the very beginning. That's what's coming for you. And pick your own adjectives and focus on the emotion of how that feels to allow it to come to you more quickly. And this is reminding you that you are always surrounded by protection. That going back to let go of fear now, you're taken care of. You don't get lost in ego. Don't get hung up in appearances. Connect to your guidance. Connect to that beautiful, loving entities that surround you all the time. They surround everyone. Everyone has their own little troop of loving, wonderful entities that protect you, that guard you. You can ask for protective shields if you're going into situations that you might find uncomfortable or unpleasant. Ask them before you go in to put a protective shield around you, and things will flow more easily. Allow those tools to help you in your well-being, help you in your success and your money. These two cards go this week for the entire spread, the entire reading. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. You are guarded and protected. Allow those things to help you and to serve you for your well-being, your success, your money, your love, your health, your creativity, everything it is that you want to have in your life now. And if you need specific guidance, specific clarity, specific understanding, please get in touch with me for a reading. My website is spiritpathways.net. Happy New Year. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.